Now it's another different assignment, four-nation tournament in Mauritius. So we want to use it as a build-up, and a preparation for now the World Cup qualifiers and the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers that are going to start at the end of the year. It's a fairly new squad, a lot of fresh faces in the team, and I think it's a good way also and an opportunity for players who have been really performing well, especially in the local league, to get a feel of the international level. And it's going to be a good blend, and hopefully you're going to post good performances. Well, like you've said, like what you've said, it's a fairly new squad that is coming in, trying to put in new faces. Also, it takes time at the national level. It's not just a one-day project. You have to build up something. So also it requires a lot of patience. But as the captain, I feel we have the quality, we have the potential. We've seen great players coming from Kenya. We've played big matches. We've played in big competition. The last one being the AFCON, and it was compiled of all the Kenyan players and the Kenyan fraternity. So I believe we have the potential and what it takes, just with good preparation starting early. And now that the standoff, between the FKF and the government is over, it's a new chapter that we are looking forward to. And I believe we have whatever it takes to qualify to this major international competition, and that should be, I think, the bare minimum for Kenya going forward. We will try to give our level best as senior players to try and guide the young boys and make it a smoother path and an easier way for even the upcoming ones in the future. Of course, against Iran, it was a high-level friendly against an opponent who was just in the recent last World Cup edition. Fantastic game we played. I believe we really learned a lot from our opponents, and we were better in the better parts of the game. But at international level, you can't afford to miss concentration, especially in the last minute. We conceded with 2 set pieces. I think it's an area that we are really working hard, especially these fine details at international level. They make the difference. So we are trying to work on that, and concentration, especially at the beginning of the game and the end of the game. But otherwise, it was a good platform for a lot of players also to showcase to the world what they are made of.
First of all, tunasikia poa kurudi back. Kumekuwa na new faces sahi, and we're just looking forward to play football, and that's it. But we're glad we came back, seeing new faces, also some players that were here last game, so it's good. Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, I was looking, after him because he's a good player. Everybody knows him, and when they call me, and they say we're gonna give you this opportunity, I was excited, and I was like, yeah, this is my turn now. Just come and do my best and see what's gonna happen. We'll see the group first of all, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because nowadays football, anybody can win against anybody. So, as long as you stay disciplined and do your part, then everything is possible.
So, like I said also before, I'm not thinking for the day. I have to think for the future, and I'm not only thinking for the World Cup qualifiers. We have the AFCON qualifiers, and I think I have to concentrate on some groups. This is one group, it's the players who are on the top of their level, who can play or help the national team now at the moment. At the same time, these boys we have a lot of players who are under 23, and therefore one part of our story is also, for example, in end of July we have the Chekafa tournament. So where the boys also can show themselves, also can get international experience, so that in the moment we need them, that they will be ready. Otherwise, it's like you put them in a cold pool and it can get problems for them. So therefore, our program is on long term. So we are focusing on players where we know that they will help in the future. And I mentioned, for example, last time also, I will mention again, for example, Timothy Uma, who is, in my eyes, a very big talent. It was me who put him in this team. So, but I give him now the time to adapt totally to Swedish football, because Timo, we need the next 10-15 years for Kenyan football, not now. So I need to give him the time that he can adapt totally to his team, to come to the level where he can help us more. And there we have a lot of players like this, where we wait and help them, try to help them that they come to a level that we will be happy in future with them. So therefore the tournament like this is for me a chance to see on the field also if they're able under stress. This is a different point. If you play in the league good, but under stress in the national team, how they can perform, how they can adapt. And then we will see. I'm hopeful for the boys, and it's a chance for them. And I hope they will take it. So I hope after the visit of the sport minister yesterday, that some problems will start to be solved so that we can look in a more positive way in our future. So about the team, there are two parts. One part is comparing to the last match against Iran. 5 players from the first 11 will be not with us. So it's one part is a little bit disappointing for me as coach, because of course you want to have more time with the same players to play together. But on the other side, I try always to see everything positive, and therefore there are a lot of new players who can use this chance, and we work on it. And I hope that the players understand this and they go on and use this chance to be prepared and to show themselves that they are ready for the next challenges who are coming up.